This food is called happiness. That's what we should call this food. Happiness. Because how do you eat this and you're not happy? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dimma. Today's video is going to be a mukbang. I told you guys last year when I did the last one that the next mukbang is going to be me eating traditional African food. I am Nigerian, Igbo, precisely living in Nigeria. I grew up eating these things, and there's also this trend going on now where people are eating Egusi soup, especially just trying it out. Some of those videos are fun to watch. Some of them are really annoying because I feel like some people are being a bit disrespectful, but that's not why we are here. I have 3 different soups: Okra, Egusi, and OHA. I'm going to explain everything that I have here to you guys, just so that you guys understand. As far as I know, swallow, because we call these things swallow here in Nigeria. I don't know what they're called in your country. Tell me what they're called in your country in the comment section. But swallows, dipping it into soup or sauce and then eating it, is something that is very common here in West Africa. I don't really know if it's like a northern or eastern or southern African thing, but you see this across different West African countries. We eat these type of things. We have different types of soups. Like I said, I am Igbo, and there are certain soups that are very particular to different regions, like OHA and bitter leaf soup. For example, Onugbu soup are Igbo soups. Every tribe irrespective eats Egusi. Okra, every tribe eats okra as well. I think that okra and Egusi are actually 2 of the most popular soups, if you ask me. There's also the vegetable ones like eforiro and edikaikong. I don't have vegetable soup here. I personally do not enjoy vegetable soup like that. Before I get into the soups, I'm going to explain the swallows that I have here. So in these videos that have been going around, I've seen everybody or some people calling all the swallows that they have fufu. All the swallows are actually not fufu. Fufu is swallow that has been prepared from cassava, like it's made from cassava. It has this whole fermenting process that it goes through to get the end result. I don't have fufu here because the restaurant that I ordered from did not have fufu. Eba is also prepared from cassava, but the process that this is made with is so different from what fufu is made with. Fufu has to ferment and all of that. I don't know, this is fried at a point. I'm not really sure how Garri is prepared, but I know that Garri is fried at a point. I personally believe that certain swallows go well with certain soups. Okay, I believe that the best swallow to pair with okra soup is eba or Garri, this one that is yellowish, that it's fried. And then for Egusi soup, I think that pounded yam goes so well with Egusi soup. And then for OHA or bitter leaf soup, the popular Igbo soups, I think that they go really well with fufu, especially like the smelly one, because the one we eat in Igbo land is very smelly. There's another type of fufu that isn't so smelly. It's been processed in such a way that it doesn't have the smell, but I think that the smelly one goes well with Onugbu soup and OHA soup. Okay, I hope you guys can see me clearly because it's getting a bit late and this is my dinner. So just to show you guys the soups that I have here, because I didn't have fufu, I have 2 pounded yams here. So 1 for the Egusi and 1 for the okra. This is okra soup. I saw a couple of people trying okra soup as well. Okra soup is made with okra, and okra is naturally slimy. And the way the soup is prepared, the soup itself ends up slimy. You guys are going to see. There is Egusi soup, which is kind of grainy if you ask me, because the Egusi is kind of like grainy and a bit lumpy. Egusi is actually not one of my, it's not one of my favorite soups. Like I prefer okra and OHA Onugbu, the thick ones, to Egusi, but then I end up craving it sometimes. But then I know that if I don't see these 2, I'll easily eat this and just be very happy and enjoy it, especially if it's well made. And then the last soup that I have here is OHA, which is the thick soup. So I'm going to hold the whole thing up to the camera so that you guys can see. I've already made a mess. I'm going to clean that up in a bit. You can eat this with like a fork if you want, but then the proper way to eat this and enjoy it is if you use your hands. And as far as I'm concerned, these taste so much better when you eat them with your hands. Okay, on a normal day I will not eat 3 soups at once, but I wanted to give you guys variety in this video, so let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the okra soup. I'm going to unwrap this. This is okra soup. I think that this is the best that I can do without spilling it. Okay, because the minute I move my hand, it kind of, I don't know, changes. So in all the soups, I have assorted meat. This is Egusi. It's a bit grainy, hopefully you guys can see. And this is OHA. OHA is thick soup. One thing that I don't like, which is very common here in Lagos, I actually didn't even know it was a thing until I moved to Lagos, is that people put like meat that they've prepared in stew into soups a lot. This is actually not common in Igbo land. So if you order soup, the meat in the soup comes from the soup itself. It's not from somewhere else. So they put like meat from stew a lot in soups here. Like, I'm not mad, like I'll still eat it, but then I feel like it kind of, in a weird way, just changes up the taste sometimes. So I'm going to start with the okra. So you guys see what I said about okra being slimy? Okra is very, very, very slimy. I have to take this hair off my face because I can't deal. This is so good. And in case you guys are wondering, right, I don't chew my swallow. And for somebody who's new to eating like food like this and you're wondering, should you chew the swallow? I actually don't chew my swallow. Some people do, I don't. Because I feel like if you're supposed to chew swallow, then it shouldn't be called swallow. It should be called chew. You should, if that makes sense. So my food is from Foodie's restaurant, by the way. So one thing I think that kind of upset people, I don't want to eat too much of the okra so that I can still show you guys the rest. One thing that really upset people when, you know, people were just trying food out is like, fam, if you're trying food that you're not used to, I understand not liking it. People are allowed not to like things. I know that I don't like a lot of things, but it's the way you describe what you don't like or the things you kind of imply when you're kind of explaining it is what is a bit problematic. Please don't imply that there's something wrong with the people who enjoy, especially if it's food that is outside of your culture, because I feel like a Nigerian can come now and diss a particular soup and walk away and nothing will really happen because they're Nigerian and it's something that they've tried out enough and they understand enough to not like, you know. Oh my god. So I have assorted meat in all of them. If you're wondering what assorted meat is, so it's basically beef, cow leg, you know, they just kind of put a mixture of all of that in all the soups for you. Oh my god. I think I'm wrapping. Yes, I'm going to move on to the egusi now. But on a normal day, personally, for me, if I don't like something, I'd be like, oh, this tastes nasty. It tastes like so, and that's the reason why I don't like it. That makes sense. But then don't ask ignorant questions. Don't say that it's not something that human beings should be eating or say that it is some sort of animal food. Or do you understand? Like, don't say crazy things because I've seen quite a few videos that I did not really like. Just try to keep it okay. Like, I don't know, just try to, I don't know, keep it respectful even if you don't like what you're eating. I don't think that anybody expects you to like what you don't like. It's just how you kind of explain it to people, you know. So hold on. This egusi is actually good. Normally I'm an okra girl, but then I don't think I really like the okra that I got from this restaurant as much. I'll eat it because I'm hungry, but guys, oh my god. Nah, this egusi is so good. The thing about the okra is that the okra is a bit fishy. It comes across as seafood okra. So when it comes to okra, there are different types of okra. There's like regular okra, there's seafood okra. And I tend to prefer regular okra to seafood okra. So there's bits of fish, a lot of fish inside this okra that I'm eating. So it tastes a bit like seafood okra to me. And that's not what I was going for. But this egusi, my god. Oh Lord, God. Oh God. This egusi is so good. Do you know what it is for me not to be an egusi person? And I'm saying that egusi is good. This egusi is good. It's really good. I like it a lot. There's almost this firewood flavor that I'm getting from it. Like, you know when something has been prepared like on the conventional stove, right? But I feel like when you prepare certain things over like firewood, there's this like different type of taste that it tends to have. And this egusi, I bet you, I think that this was prepared like with firewood. I'm trying really hard not to drink water. I'm a bit thirsty, just so that I still have space for the OHA. I'm very picky. Guys, that door is making noise. Please ignore it if you can hear it, please. I'm very picky when it comes to like OHA soup and bitter leaf soup here in Lagos, because I feel like a lot of places don't know how to prepare it well. But we're going to see. Prior to this, the only other type of soup that I've ever tried from foodies is their banga soup. And banga soup is a south soup, and I always get it with like their catfish, but I stopped eating it as much as I used to when I started like trying to just eat healthy and lose weight. Ah, this is good, OHA. Guys, this OHA is not bad. This OHA is not bad. I'm a bit pissed off because of the stew that they put like from the meat, but the OHA itself, oh no guys, this is good OHA. I can taste the ogiri, and that is important. And the ogiri is not overpowering. It's also very obvious that this was made with cocoa yam. So with thick soups, right, bitter leaf OHA, what we use as thickeners for these soups is cocoa yam. But I know that over the years, people have started using different things like oats. There's something called achi that you can also use to thicken the soup instead of cocoa yam. Or cocoa yam. Ah. Guys, this is good OHA. Hey, and the OHA is fresh. The OHA is very fresh, guys. Bruv. Hands down, you see these two? So much better than the okra, and I thought I was going to enjoy the okra so much, guys. Oh my god. The last time that I did a mukbang here, like my tripod was not that high, so you guys couldn't see my food, and some of you were really pissed. You were like, Dimma, we can't see the food. I'm like, okay, sorry. Oh my lord, Jesus Christ. This food is called happiness. That's what we should call this food. Happiness. Because how do you eat this and you're not happy? God is so good. Hey, God is so good. You cannot tell me that God is not real when there's food. That's not true. Guys, I am so happy eating this. Lord. Guys, I'm going to go wash my hand properly in the kitchen. Guys, that's it for this video. I promise you guys a swallow mukbang, and I've given it to you guys, and I'm also happy at the same time because my stomach is so full. I'm full in the best way. Guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you are not yet subscribed. I'll see you guys in my next video. I am so happy. That is what food does to me. So yeah, we're ending this video with a bang. Kisses.